Welcome to Education AI Parixes, a channel dedicated to empowering teachers in Pakistan's public schools with practical strategies for integrating artificial intelligence into science education. Our mission is to bridge research, classroom practices, and digital innovation, helping educators design lessons that spark curiosity and critical thinking. Imagine a classroom where students don't just memorize formulas or definitions, but actively question, analyze, and reflect. Picture students debating why a chemical reaction behaves differently in two environments or why a bridge vibrates under certain conditions. Artificial intelligence can help us design such classrooms by generating instructional materials that spark inquiry and critical thinking. In this video, we will explore how AI generated scenarios guided by teachers can transform science education into a journey of discovery. In this video, we will explore how AI generated scenarios guided by teachers can transform science education into a journey of discovery. This is the third video in our series on AI in science teaching in public schools of Pakistan. Today, our focus is on cultivating critical thinking through AI generated problem based learning. Let us talk about AI as a generator of problem based learning. Research shows that AI can create authentic problem based scenarios in physics, chemistry, biology, computer science, mathematics, even in programming. These are not abstract textbook questions, they are grounded in real world context. For example, in physics, AI can simulate a vibrating bridge and ask students to investigate the forces at play. In chemistry, AI can design a case study where students analyze why a local water sample shows unusual pH levels. In biology, AI can generate scenarios where urban plants grow differently than rural ones, prompting students to explore environmental stress factors. These scenarios push students beyond rote memorization. These encourage learners to ask, what is happening here? Why does it matter? How can we test these ideas? This is the essence of problem based learning. Students become investigators, not passive receivers of information. Along with the AI use, teachers' mediation is very important. In making guiding inquiry and reflection, teachers play very important role. AI is a helping hand for the teachers, and the tools used in AI can help in guiding inquiry and reflection in the classrooms. AI alone is not enough. Teachers remain at the center of the learning process. AI can generate the problems, but teachers generate the thinking. They develop learning among the students. They develop curiosity. They also enhance creative thinking through their instructional strategies. Instead of asking students to memorize, teachers can pose reflective questions. Why do you think this happens? What evidence supports your answer? How might this change if the conditions were different? Such type of questions create an environment in the classroom in which specific information from the textbook or material is not helpful, while students are encouraged to think. By framing AI outputs as springboards for inquiry, teachers transform into opportunities for deeper reflection. The teacher's role is to mediate between AI generated material and student curiosity, guiding learners to analyze, critique, and connect ideas to broader scientific principles. Let us see how AI materials can be aligned with Bloom's taxonomy. One very powerful framework for structuring AI generated tasks is Bloom's taxonomy. AI can provide tasks at every level of the cognitive engagement. For example, understand. AI generates background information or definitions. For the apply level, students can use AI generated data to solve problems. For analysis, students critique inconsistencies or patterns in AI outputs. For evaluation, students justify through reasoning, compare the solutions, and defend their conclusions. At the creating level, students design new experiments, propose alternative solutions to the problem, or they generate hypotheses. This progression ensures that AI materials do not stop at surface level recall. Instead, they build higher order thinking skills, preparing students to become independent thinkers who can navigate complexity. Similarly, AI can encourage skepticism and independent thinking. Another key insight is that students must learn to treat AI outputs as hypotheses, not truths. AI is powerful, but it is not infallible. Teachers can model skepticism by asking, AI suggests this solution. Do you agree? Why or why not? At another level, they can ask, what alternative explanations could exist? Or they can say, how would you test whether the answer is correct or incorrect? Group projects using AI case studies encourage debate, collaboration, and independent reasoning. Students learn to challenge assumptions, refine ideas, and defend their perspectives. This nurtures a culture of inquiry where disagreement is not a problem, it is a pathway to deeper understanding. Similarly, while using AI, teachers must understand the risks and use proper safeguards. Of course, there are risks. If students rely too heavily on AI produced materials, they may become passive consumers of information, as in the case of using textbooks for memorizing answers for the examination. Similarly, there is a risk of AI being used in such a way that students merely remember that information. The safeguard lies in the teacher led questioning, reflection, and contextualization. Critical thinking thrives when AI is used as a springboard for inquiry, not a shortcut to answers. Teachers must remind students that AI is a tool, not a replacement for human reasoning. By balancing AI generated materials with teacher guidance, classroom can remain spaces for active learning rather than passive consumption. The message from research is very clear. AI generates the problems, but teachers generate the thinking. Together, they create classrooms where students engage with authentic tasks, climb Bloom's taxonomy, and learn to question, analyze, and reflect. This is how we cultivate independent thinkers in the age of AI. Students who don't just accept answers but challenge them and refine them and create new knowledge. For teachers in Pakistan's public school, this approach offers a powerful way to transform science education. AI provides these scenarios, but teachers' guidance is most important, which turns those scenarios into journeys of discovery. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, share, and subscribe to Education AI Parixes. Join our growing community of educators who are reimagining science teaching with AI. And stay tuned for the next video in this series where we will explore how AI can support collaborative learning in science classrooms and overcoming resource gap with AI. Thank you very much.